I just had to step past like two, yeah, not that many, two beanbags to get in position for this video. But it's finally here. I'm finally talking about Car Seat Headrest's Twin Fantasy remaster, which doesn't really do it justice. It's the remaster of their 2011, or at least Will's 2011 album Twin Fantasy, and you'll have to excuse me if I cough a bit because I am quite sick. So yeah, like I said, in 2011, Car Seat Headrest, which at that point was really only Will Toledo, released this record, Twin Fantasy, a 10-track album which deals with a lot of introspection and nervous energy as a teenager. And it's been heralded as one of the best Bandcamp records of 2011, probably of this decade. And it got a lot of following by the indie community. And after Car Seat Headrest released Teens of Denial, I think 2 years ago, I think it was 2016, Matador Records basically said, you guys are like the next big thing, you can do what you want. So, Will Toledo and his band released, or decided to release, a remaster or reworking of this, Twin Fantasy. And, holy shit. Yeah, honestly, it's just a whole new experience, you know? I personally was a bit nervous when I heard the remaster of Beach Life in Death that was released back in December of last year. I was a bit wary of it because I was like, oh, I guess they are taking away some of the energy and, like I said earlier, nervousness that Will put into the original recording. You know, it's dirty and like muddy and not produced as this album was. It was recorded at his home, the original copy of it, probably in his bedroom, and he did all the instruments, and now we have a full band recording of it, like the whole band's there. And yeah, like I said, I was skeptical and I was a bit nervous that they were going to take away some of the magic of it, but honestly, listening to Beach Life in Death as well as the rest of the album in context of a reworking of an album, it's just great, you know? I can't get over how much I adore this record as well as the original version of it, you know? It's still not, you know, spit shine to perfection like some of the records we get like now, but it's got the charm of the original with its production values, you know? If you say that 2011's Car Seat Headrest Twin Fantasy was, you know, muddy and dirty and covered in dust, you can say that they may have scuffed away all of the dust, but there's still a little bit of scratches left, and that's what gives it its charm. Like, I'm not even talking about songs in particular, the whole album is just so produced in a way that is mesmerizing, to say the least. Can you tell I'm a big fan? Yeah, but to go into depth about the songs, you have a reworked version of Stop Smoking, which takes away some of the echoey, reverb-soaked guitars and gives a really sweet rendition of the song. Sober to Death, my absolute favorite song off the original, and possibly one of my favorite songs of all time, just sounds like a guitar rock anthem for the nervous, you know? Oh man, just the start of the song where it says, like, Will's singing about how good it feels to get into someone's pants. It's just amazing, you know, the teen angst and nervousness that is, I say nervous a lot in this review, but that's what it is. It's the embodiment of that feeling. And yeah, Beach Life in Death came through really well. Nervous Young Inhumans, it's a dance track now. It's great. You can tap your foot along to it, and the ending monologue, while it's not about galvanism and that term, I still appreciate the work that was put into it. Famous Prophets, Jesus Christ, 6 new minutes of music, and none of them are wasted. Not a second is wasted. A cute thing is so, like, at risk of sounding, I don't know, it's just a good song. Just a really, like the title suggests, it's just cute, you know. Give me Frank Ocean's voice. I will be your rock god, you know. I wish I could put my thoughts into something cohesive and actually like a proper review, but really I think the only way I can describe how much I like this album is to just gush about it, you know. Oh man. Bodies, man. The guitar riff in that just cuts in during the intro. There's just so many great moments. And none of them are lost, you know. You got original versions of that on the 2011 record, and now we have them remastered and repackaged and just as fantastic on the 2018 one. I cannot recommend this album enough. Honestly, like, I don't think you will hear a better guitar rock album this year. Like, I don't think you will hear a better, not coming of age album, but just an album that fits with the story of so many kids these days. It's just anthems for us. I cannot get over how much this album means to me, and I cannot get over how good it is. You will probably find a song on there that you enjoy, and if I have to recommend any to start with, because some of the tracks on here are a bit long, like Famous Prophets is 16 minutes, I don't think people that are just getting into music like this are going to want to sit through all of it. But if I had to suggest songs to start with, definitely Nervous Young and Human, Sober to Death, Bodies, Cute Thing. Like, you will probably find something in each of those songs that you enjoy, and Sober to Death is probably the most accessible on there. I know I said it's my absolute favourite song of all time, but I still think that this version doesn't hold up to the original. You know, the reverb-soaked guitar intro, plucking strings sort of stuff just sounds brilliant on the original, and taking away some of the mud doesn't detract from the song. It just doesn't make it as personal to me. You know, love is messy and the song itself is messy. But I will stop rambling, and I just want you to go listen to this album. I seriously think you will appreciate it, and I seriously think you will enjoy it. So yeah, go check out Car Seat Headrest Twin Fantasy. It is so good. It is... Oh, man. Yeah. Go check it out. Really, go check it out. And while you're at it, support your local bands. Support Lifeboat, because they are a great Brisbane band that are doing a lot of good things, and they have a good EP out. Go check them out. I will put my social links in the description, such as Instagram and Facebook and what have you. And if you like what I do on this channel, make sure to subscribe and maybe like the video. I don't know. You do you. Yeah. If you thought I sounded sick, that's because I am. And I will see you in another video, hopefully when I'm not sick. Goodbye.